Hi friends, welcome to Guru Maths Theory. Problems we have already covered in this app. You can follow those. All solved problems are there, tougher ones. So here we'll be covering only theory, important part. So let's start fractions and decimals. Now firstly, what are fractions? Fractions means see like this 3 upon 7, 5 upon 7, 1 upon 7, 3 upon 8, 2 upon 3 means which has a numerator as well as a denominator. Now this denominator can be anything, 1 also or anything, but it can't be 0. That's important. Okay. And what are decimals? When you divide this and find the answer in point or anything where the denominator is 1 means 1 divided by 7, it will be what? 0.4 then 2 something like that, 0.42. So that is the decimals. Okay. So let's start. What are like fractions? Fractions which have same denominators are called as like fractions. 3 by 7, 5 by 7, 1 by 7. Unlike fractions, fractions that have different denominators are called as unlike fractions. 4 by 7, 3 by 8, 2 by 3. Right? Simple. Proper fractions. Fractions with numerator less than the denominator is called as proper fraction. Means 1 by 8, 4 by 9. See here, denominator is bigger, numerator is lesser. A proper fraction has a value less than 1. Means if you divide this and convert it to decimals, it will be definitely less than 1. Right? What is improper fraction then? A fraction that has a numerator greater than and that equal to the denominator, it is called as improper. Means denominator is lesser, numerator is bigger, then it's a improper. Remember this difference. Proper means numerator less, improper means denominator less. Okay. Mixed. When we combine a whole number and a fraction, we get a mixed fraction. So what is that? See, this integer and this fraction, this we combine, then it's called as mixed fraction. Now this can be a proper fraction also or improper fraction also. Generally it's proper fraction, means numerator is less than denominator generally, but it's not compulsory. Somebody can write it over here 5 also. So of course it is wrong method, but some books in exam to confuse you, they can give you 5. So it will be how to solve this. Suppose if I want to solve this 2 1 upon 3, 3 to the 6 plus 1 7, right? See here, some books write it this way, 2 in the middle and then 1 upon 3. Some books write it over here, 2 and 1 at the same level, but 1 upon 3 they show it separately. Anyways it's 1 and the same. So 3 to the 6 plus 1 7. Okay, 7 by 3 is the answer. So that was a mixed fraction. Now what are equivalent fractions? Fractions that name the same part are called as equivalent fractions. Means what? See this, 4 upon 8 and 1 upon 2. These both are equivalent fractions. Why? Because if you bring this to the lowest form, 4 1 and 4 2, it is 1 upon 2 only. So that's why these are called as equivalent fractions. You can find equivalent fractions by multiplying or dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. Okay. Next is fractions in the lowest form. Lowest term means what? Means that similar one which we have seen earlier, 4 upon 8, 1 upon 2. Lowest means it can't be divided further. Okay. A fraction is in its lowest term when the only common factor between the numerator and denominator is 1. Right? Means what? Say this, 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6. 2 1s are 2 2s are, so it is 1 upon 2. 3 1s are 3 2s are, so it is 1 upon 2. So what is the common factor between 1 and 2? Only 1. There is no other number which can divide 1 and 2 commonly. Okay. So that was the meaning. When the only common factor between the numerator and denominator is 1. So 1 upon 2 is the lowest form. To reduce the fraction to its lowest term, you keep dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number till you cannot divide it further. Means like this, 18 upon 30. So you keep the dividing it by 2, then you get 9 upon 15, right? 2 9s are 2 15s are. Again divided by the same number, means 3 3s are and 3 5s are. Now can you divide 3 and 5 again? No. The common term or the common factor between the two is 1 only. So this cannot be divided further. This is the lowest term. Okay. Next, addition of fractions. Now we have to add the fractions. Addition of fractions is easy when they have the common denominator. Means like this, 2 upon 3 plus 8 upon 3. So 3 is common. 3 you can take it as 1 and do 2 plus 8. So it is 10 upon 3. Now this is easy when the denominators are common. We need to just add the numerators over here. But if the denominators are different, of the two fractions are different, then we'll have to simplify them by finding the LCM of the denominators and then making it common for both the fractions. Means then we'll have to find the LCM. So here, follow the videos problems solved on this Kidsguru Maths Olympiad videos. Here, although it's Olympiad, but it is also useful for State Board and CBSE and ICSE. Not only Olympiad, everywhere it's of use. So how to solve this? Find the LCM of 5 and 4 in this 2 upon 5 plus 1 upon 4. Find the LCM of 5 and 4, that is 20. Then solve it. Okay. Convert all the denominators to the LCM. And similarly multiply the numerators also. This I have solved it in this in the solved problems. Okay. So when the denominators are same, these are called as like fractions. So it's easy for like fractions. 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5 is 4 upon 5, right? 5 common and 3 plus 1 4. Unlike it's difficult. Find the LCM, right? As we have discussed it now. So it will be first combine the denominators, make the denominator as 1 using the LCM, and then 8 plus 5, 13 upon common denominator. Now how to solve the mixed fraction? First you will have to convert the mixed fractions into this proper or improper fractions. Generally it will be improper only, because 2 3s are plus 1 7. It is always greater than the denominator. But in some cases, rare cases, it can be proper also. Forget that. So how to convert this? Convert this mixed into proper fraction or improper. 3 to the 6 plus 1 7. 7 upon 2. 4 to the 8 plus 1 9. 9 upon 4. Now 2 and 4. These are as the above, unlike fractions, right? Convert this. What is the LCM of 2 and 4? That is 4. Convert everywhere to 4. So this part it's already 4. So forget that. Don't do anything over here. And here 7 2s are and 2 2s are. Right? So it becomes 4 becomes common now. 14 plus 9 is 23. So 23 upon 4. You can keep it as it is, or you can convert it to mixed fraction. 4 5 are 20 plus 3 means 5 integer and 3 upon 4. This again I will say follow the solved problems. It needs practice. Okay. Subtraction of fractions. It is similar to that of the addition. Nothing different. Like, unlike, find the LCMs and then solve. Similar. So we won't be wasting our time on this. Multiplication of fractions. When two fractions are multiplied, then the top part means numerator and the bottom part denominator are multiplied together. Means numerator multiplied by numerator, denominator multiplied by denominator. Right? That is, if a upon b and c upon d are two fractions, and the multiplication of a upon b and c upon d will be ac upon bd, right? See this example, 2 by 3, 3 by 7. So 2 upon 3 into 3 upon 7. So 2 into 3 6 upon 7, 3 is 21. So this you can bring it to lowest form. This, see this, it's like this. When 3 is in the denominator and 3 is in the numerator and you have a multiply sign in between, they can be cancelled. So it becomes 2 ones are and 7 ones are. 2 upon 7 will be the answer. Then division of fractions. See here, for division of fractions, always remember you will have to first convert it to multiplication of fractions. Means what? See this, a upon b divided by c upon d. So first convert this divide to multiply. Means what? The second fraction you will have to reverse it. So it becomes a upon b into d upon c, right? So it becomes ad upon bc. Now it's similar. Once you convert it to multiply, it's similar to that of the multiplication. So if we have to divide any two fractions, we need to multiply the first fraction to the reciprocal of the second fraction, right? If a upon b and c upon d are two fractions, then the division of a upon b by c upon d can be written as a upon b divided by c upon d equals to A upon B into D upon C, that is AD upon BC. Now this is the example. Similar one, 2 upon 3 divided by 3 upon 7, multiply by the reverse of this, so it becomes 7 by 3. So nothing can be cancelled. 7 to the 14 upon 3 3s are 9, multiplication, so it becomes 14 upon 9. Now converting fractions to decimals. The decimals are numbers expressed in decimal form which represent fractions after division. Means what? Suppose see this, 1 upon 2, it is a fraction. Now how to convert it to decimal? 1 divided by 2, do the actual division, it will be 0.5. So 0.5 is a decimal form. So are these two different? No, they are same. Only the point is this is expressed in point and this is expressed in fractions, numerator upon denominator. That's the only difference. Decimals can be easily used for arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, etc. Means what? Is it easy to add 1 upon 2 plus 3 upon 4, or is it easy to add 0.5 plus 0.75? Definitely 0.5 plus 0.75. That's why it's easy to handle decimals than fractions, whereas it is difficult sometimes to perform operations on fractions. Okay, let's see it with one of the example, 1 by 6 and 1 by 4. So solution, 1 by 6 is what? You divide 1 with 6, you get 0.17. You divide 1 with 4, you get 0.25. So is it easy to add 1 by 6 plus 1 by 4 or 0.17 plus 0.25? It is 0.17 plus 0.25. That is easier. So that's why decimals are used. So that was some theory regarding the fractions and decimals. For problems, we have already solved the problems. You can follow this app for this theory video lecture as well as the problems video lecture. All tough problems are solved over here. They are useful for state board, CBSE and ICSE all. Okay. Download Yuvaguru app from Play Store to get these videos, tests, question banks with explanations directly on your mobile. Get 500 plus questions with explanations and case studies on your PC. It's a separate paid version. Follow us on Facebook on this link. WhatsApp us on this number for any query related to purchases. Keep studying, keep watching. Thanks.